Hey,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sipping. I made sure to go pick up some
Uh,
so it would make sense.
Seagram's Escapes, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. So just enjoying myself on my lunch break.
Oh,
Just
good.
yeah.
Good
But
for you. You got to try the peach Bellini one.
I know that I'm gonna get that next time. I tried it before. I just thought for
Yes.
because the 4th of July, I know,
Yep. That's
it's coming
right.
up.
That's right. That's right.
But first, I want to ask you, Cynthia. How has married life been to Mr. Mike? Like, how's it been? I know I've been enjoying you all on the show and just your happiness together. How's
hmm
it been for both of you?
You know what? 8 months in, we just
Yeah,
celebrated our 8-month anniversary, and it's been good. You know what? Getting married is step one.
yeah.
Staying married is step two. That's where the real work starts. You know what I mean?
hmm
And this is not my first rodeo. So I would like for this to work. So I'm taking all the lessons that I learned from the last marriage and putting them into this marriage. And just basically, I have a lot going on. I just finished shooting the Bravo mashup show. So
Yeah.
just trying to figure out or just focus on making sure I spend enough wifey time with the husband
hmm
because, I did marry the man. So now I actually have to be his wife.
I love it. Yeah, I just love yous together. Like the second you brought him on the show and introduced him to the world, I was like, this is gonna work. Like, I just have a
Thank you.
good
Keep us in
feeling.
prayer, child.
Yeah, it was.
Keep us in prayer.
But I
Woo.
want to talk about Seagram's Escapes. Tell me about. I know that partnership began in 2018, and then you had your
Yes.
signature flavor in 2019.
Yes.
So tell me how it all came about.
Well, you know what? By the grace of God,
Yeah.
because I love working with them. They actually reached out to my agent and said they were interested in creating a signature cocktail with me. And you guys know, as a housewife of Atlanta,
Uh,
we all enjoy a good cocktail on the show. Everybody except
mhm.
Candy. She's the only one that doesn't drink. So, Seagram's has been around for a long time. Miss Bailey, Miss 54 Cent over here has been
Yep.
around for a long time. They know how to make a good drink. I know how to enjoy a good drink. I figured it was seemed like a win-win situation to me. So,
Okay.
long story short, a great meeting turned into the partnership. I was very clear that I wanted to be involved in the creative. You guys got to see some of the stuff on the show where I actually literally flew to Chicago to help create the drink. Like, okay, more peach, less carbonation, more
hmm
carbonation. Like, I had a little lab coat and everything. I thought I was really doing something. So I helped create the drink. I went out to Rochester. I went to the factory to see the workers and hang out with them. So I'm very, very tied to it. And it has been a blessing. You guys got to see the launch of,
hmm
Housewives. There was a little bit
Yeah.
of drama, but those peach bellinis got drink and we got drunk and it was a lot going on. But the good news is, like with all of the things as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur, I was able to leverage that relationship because I am a hard worker. Mom gonna do the work now.
hmm
Okay, I was out here, gas stations, Walmart, everywhere I need to be with these peach bellinis, doing meet and greets and all that stuff. We do
Yes.
women's empowerment tours, which will hopefully be going back on the road soon. Um, you know, I did my work. So as a result of putting in the hard work, now I am the brand ambassador for the entire Seagram's Escapes line. I've got Jamaica Me
Yes.
Happy, Peach Bellini, and several other flavors. So
Yeah, like how fun was it though? Create like you were saying, you were there actually
yes,
learning like the whole like how fun was it just putting your input in and just seeing how everything is completely
it was
done? Because I feel you
amazing.
don't get that.
It was amazing. People don't realize, when I think of like the liquor world, like wines and all that stuff, I think it's like pretty much a male dominated world, which it kind of
Yep.
is, but Seagram's is very female focused, very big on empowerment. With the wine cellar and everything that I have going on, like I didn't really know a lot about this industry. I just thought,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, to be honest, I opened up the wine cellar because I was like, okay, my little income bracket is getting a little high. Mama needs to learn for these taxes, I got to open up another business. And I didn't want to open up a restaurant because, I've been down that road and that was, I didn't really enjoy that. So I was like,
hmm
let's open up this wine cellar. But anyway, I don't know. It's just, it's been a great experience. I've been kind of learning as I go,
Hmm.
and it's been amazing. The partnership is something I'm really, really proud of, and what we've been able to do. I'm all about women empowerment, and so is Seagram. So it was a natural fit.
Yeah, I love it. And another thing I love that you did, you and Noel, the Dove commercial. I've seen it all the time. It's on. I see it at least once a day, I feel. And I love it
Oh,
because I recognize you right away and I recognize Noel. And it was just good, like, because it's so
good
needed with
message. Good
such a good
message.
message.
Noelle is 21 years old now. You guys have been watching her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta since she was 8 years old.
Yeah.
And, you're young. Mom 54. I grew up without social media. Like, this is
Yeah.
new for me. She's never really known,
I'm 50-50, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 34. So,
Right. Well, she only, she's in a social media world. So
hmm,
that's like, and she's a young woman. So,
yeah.
she's very impacted by it. So I thought it was so great that Bravo and Dove came together and chose Noelle and I to put this commercial together to just talk about, to have the conversation about, confidence and
Yeah.
self-esteem and being able to be yourself and owning all of that. I thought it
Hmm.
was really powerful, and she killed it. She killed it.
Yeah.
She is doing very, very well. She's living out in Los Angeles now. She's going on 2 years now, and she is flourishing. She's doing very well as an influencer. She took me on vacation for my birthday. I was like, see, I get used to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Oh yeah.
I love
Also,
it.
her dad's an actor, so now she's tapping into her acting, which we've always kind of wanted her to do, but we can't
Hmm.
push her to do stuff.
Yeah.
She's not us. And I think one of the things people don't realize, when you are the child of two people that are on television, I don't like to call us celebrities, but two people that are on television, what happens is, they kind of get lost, their
Yeah.
identity. And Noelle wants to be Noelle. She doesn't want to be just known as Cynthia Bailey from Real Housewives of Atlanta daughter, or Leon from the Temptations daughter.
Hmm.
So she's doing good. I'm really, really proud of her. She's finding her way.
I love it. I love it. And Housewives, I know, is a huge part of your life and career.
Mm-hmm.
How was it doing All Stars? Because I'm so excited seeing the little tad bits and pictures and little like TikTok
Mm-hmm.
videos you all have done. How was it just,
It was,
hanging with different?
you know what? It was amazing. The fans have been waiting for this for a long time,
Yes.
to have a bunch of different housewives from different franchises all in one house. We'll bill for us. It was amazing. Great experience. I was very excited to be a part of the first one, because the first one is the one that sets
Yep.
the tone for the other ones that are going to come behind. I will say, I normally, I always leave with good intentions and I come in
Hmm.
peace, but 50 Cent did show up. Oh, 50 come through for a little bit.
I
And,
love it.
stay tuned. You guys, I think you guys are going to enjoy this show, because it's very different from the other housewife shows. Like, we do a lot of breaking the fourth wall and producers
Hmm.
coming in and out, and you guys you almost feel like you get to see stuff you shouldn't be seeing. You're like, oh
Yeah.
wow, and as someone, as a reality star and someone who watches other realities, shows, I love when I feel like I'm seeing someone I'm not supposed to see. So
Exactly.
so it's good, but I had a great experience with it, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. So I don't know when it's going to air. I
Yeah,
think
I heard it's such soon,
maybe,
right?
yeah, hopefully
Just
by the fall, I guess
yeah.
it'll be out.
I love it. And I know you've had your ups and downs with a lot of it's just life with friends and
Mm-hmm.
with I'll say with Nene.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have you thought about going to support her at the Lanithia Lounge yet? Have you thought about it just to go and check it out?
Well, I wish her well, but no,
Hmm.
I haven't thought about actually going out there, just because I honestly don't even know how it would be received, to be honest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're not friends like that. We don't,
Okay.
it's not, if I see her, I'm, completely, I always try to be in a cordial, respectful place with
Hmm.
me. But yeah,
That's what I love
I don't
about
know
you.
if I drive an hour out to Duluth, just, yeah, we're good.
You're good. Okay. Okay. And who
But
are
it looks
you?
beautiful. I'm excited for
Yeah.
her, and I wish her well. It seems like it's doing very well, so congratulations to her.
No, definitely. And like, who are you most close with, would you say, right now from the Housewives franchise would you say that you consider your like best friends? Would you say?
Oh, wow. Well, to be honest, the person that I'm actually the closest to right now isn't actually on the Housewife franchise, but she was, and that's Eva.
Eva,
Eva,
I love Eva.
Eva
Yeah.
Sterling. Eva and I, although we got off to a very bumpy
But
start,
yep, I remember. Yep.
true to housewife nature. Housewives, I'm telling you, being on these shows don't do you no favors trying to have friends on these shows. But
Yep.
anyway, we got past it. These cheekbones over here got past it. And we ended up becoming very, very good friends. And I was just at her Juneteenth event that she just had, and we see each other all the time. We don't post everything we do. She just supported me for an event that I did at the Bailey Wine Cellar. Sunflowers kind of like more my cup of tea, like, just on a regular basis. We're really a good fit, and we have a lot in common. We both model. And,
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm loving light. She's sunflower. We kind of had that little spiritual empath, connection going on.
I love it. Today is another Housewives birthday, your fellow castmate.
Portia's birthday.
Portia's birthday.
Yes.
I know you don't want to get a lot into it, but what are your thoughts on her situationship and her engagement, would you say?
Oh my goodness. Why do I have to get asked this? Look, Portia has already unfollowed me, child. I ain't getting ready to comment on nothing. Yes. She has unfollowed me. So obviously she's not happy with me for whatever reason. And, I just never really commented on any of this because I found out with the rest of the world.
With the rest of us.
Like, I honestly didn't know what to say if you really want to know the truth. But, Portia and I have a roller coaster relationship. She's the first to admit, we kind of go up and down, but at the end of the day, she knows I'm happy for her, regardless if I just have to support from afar, honey, especially since she has unfollowed me. It looks like she posted for my birthday. I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, you know what? Dang, she posted for my birthday. I need to give her a little birthday shout out, but I don't even know if she's going to see it if she unfollow my butt. So, but I wish her well. Happy 40th, Portia. 40th,
yeah, it's a big year.
That's a big birthday. That's, 50s, bigger, but
yeah,
good time for me. I remember turning 40, so I hope she has an amazing birthday. I'm sure she's somewhere living her best life.
Yep, definitely. And it's crazy that you joined in season 3, and it's almost over 11 years now. And it's crazy because I remember when you just joined, and I was like, oh my God,
yeah.
I like this girl. Like, I knew about you before, but seeing, more of you, it was just refreshing, and you kind of no holds barred. You just let it out. You didn't.
Yeah.
And you were always chill.
I was just me. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy because, for a drama-based show, you always think you got to come on here and be all this drama.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's really kept me on the show is actually the opposite. Just being me. Just being Cynthia. Just doing, what I do. Like, I never, after all this time, I never became what the show maybe wanted me to be. Like, I never became like some mean monster person, be like, I'm just Cynthia,
you stood the same.
It is what it is. Yeah. I always try to have a little class, child. On a reality show, class means boring, but I'll take that. I'd rather be boring than ratchet, honey, any day. Right. Thank you very much, and you're welcome. But I'm just me, and when I look back over my journey on the show, I'm like, what? I mean, of course, I do all the amazing events on the show. That's for sure.
You guys do.
Thank me for Bolo. I mean, Candy threw me the bachelorette party, but she wouldn't have been throwing a bachelorette party had Miss Bailey not been getting married. Yep. So, the Bailey Q's, Bailey Bowls, like, it's just been a lot. And, it's amazing. Like, I really have to pinch myself sometimes because I'm like, how has it been 11 years?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It flew by. It just, time flies like no other. But, you bring up, though, the bachelorette party. I want to always ask you this. What was going through your mind that next day, knowing that you don't know what is going to be shown, what really happened? Like, what were you thinking? Because I know that was filmed so much in advance until it's premiered. And then you all see it once it's out there with the public.
Right.
Like, what were your thoughts? Like, because you were enjoying it because it's your bachelorette party. You want to
Oh
enjoy
yeah. Oh, I was
yourself.
doing what a bachelorette's supposed to do. I was supposed to be
Yeah,
having a good time.
exactly. But what were you like? What were you going through your head just the next day or two?
Well, the next day, because there was a lot of alcohol
Yeah.
involved, so I was definitely, because I was engaged, now
Mm-hmm.
married. I was definitely making sure that I behaved appropriately for the bachelorette, even though the bachelorette usually gets to do the most.
Yep.
But in this case, I had a lot of help. Everybody enjoyed my bachelorette party, so I didn't really have to even do that much.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, making sure, I wanted to have a good time. I was really glad all the girls had a good time, and we really did have fun. And kudos to Candy for throwing the hell out of a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Uh, but of course, then you got to go home and be like, so, because my man is like, so how was the trip? I was like, well, it was good. And I think for me, Mike, I told him what happened and everything, but it hits a little differently when you actually see it. And
Yeah.
I guess the one little part I forgot was when I kept like pushing the whole like, I want to see it. I don't think it's real. I want to see it. I want to, and for a man who, who's the only penis I need to be concerned about seeing is his, he felt some kind of way.
Which is understandable. I get it.
Yeah, he's like, why did you have to keep saying you had to see it? I was like, I don't know.
You were curious. Yeah. I love it. But the season, I know you are probably filming now and whatnot. How has it been just filming after? Because now the pandemic, yeah, we're still in a pandemic, but it's kind of, I know Atlanta's been open. I've been down there a couple times since, and I love it that it's open. I'm not gonna lie. But now most of the country is open and the world's
New
slowly
York. I'm in
opening.
New York now.
Yeah, New York's open.
Open.
LA's open. Like all the hubs are open.
Yes.
How has it been though, filming and just kind of doing it's a kind of a new world for us in a way.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It was very challenging, during the first part of the pandemic. I know we're on the other side of it now, hopefully forever. It was challenging, but we made season 13 happen. I think if we weren't in a pandemic, we probably could have done more. We had to shut down a few times because, anytime anyone got COVID, not just the cast, anyone in production, and we have 25 people working in production, we all had to go back in the hole. You know what I'm saying? So, but we, kudos to Bravo and NBC. We made it happen. And, I was very grateful for that, because what you guys don't realize is, well, you do realize it, if we had a shutdown, bringing you guys a show is entertainment, but it's also our job.
Yeah.
We get paid. So had we not filmed the show, well, we wouldn't have got paid. You know what I'm saying? So I was glad that, a lot of people lost jobs during COVID. A lot of people were not able to work. Thank God a lot of people were able to figure out how to work from home. And a lot of people, reinvented themselves. And a lot of entrepreneurs were born and started businesses and all of that. So, it was a challenging time, but I think that's all behind us now, and God willing, we all learn our lesson in COVID, and we appreciate everything. We appreciate being able to go in a restaurant and sit down and eat. We appreciate everything that God has to offer us.
Yep. I love it. Yep. And the Bailey Wine Cellar, how's it been going though after the pandemic for you, and just getting back just out there and more people visiting Atlanta to come to the
Amazing. Apparently people are ready to drink and have a good time and live their life. I think, if the pandemic didn't teach us anything else, it taught us to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like once, we got on the other side of it, people are like, after being at home, they're just happy to be going somewhere. So business is flourishing. It's doing really well. Anyone out there that's in Atlanta, please make sure you visit the Bailey Wine Cellar. We're open Wednesday through Saturday, every day.
I love it. Yeah, I love your setup in there. Like, I just think it's so dope and modern and unique. It's just, you did a great job at really presenting, like, all of it. Yeah. But what's the future for Cynthia Bailey? Because I know you recently were shooting something, I think either a TV show or a movie I seen. You put Like
Oh,
you're.
yes, 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 yes.
Hmm.
Outside of, the Housewife mashup show will be coming up sometime in the fall. They haven't announced that yet, but I've been doing a lot more acting. Like,
Yeah.
turns out, 50 Cent over here can
So
act, and I've really been enjoying it. And as a reality star, I'm kind of tired of playing me. Like, I'm
hmm.
ready to just play some other crazy person. I actually just finished filming a guest starring role on a new show with Ali Sheedy called Single Drunk Female. And
Okay.
it's a dark comedy, and comedy is a little harder to
Yeah.
do. So I was really excited to get that role. And then I had to, like, make sure I killed it. And I think I did a good job. The other show that I've been working on, it's BT show. It's called Games People Play. And I actually am a recurring character on that show. And I play this crazy conspiracy theorist, like Erica Badu type, that is off the chain. So, I'll be posting about it. Make sure you guys tune in and check out my little acting chops. I'm really, really having a good time with it. And my husband and I have a really big project that we're working on together that got pushed back because of COVID. But hopefully, if we don't get it done by the end of the year, we'll be filming that together at the top of next year.
I love that. I love that. But to close up, I know with Housewives, a lot of people, some people just leave and don't announce it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people tell the world like, "Hey, this is going to be my final season, and I want to go out with a
Mm-hmm.
bang and kind of have like a celebration almost." And there's,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. What do you see for yourself in the future with the show? Just like your exit, if you ever did.
Okay. Well, all things must come to an end, child, at some point. I've been over
Hmm.
here for 11 years. So, and we get those contracts like yearly. So it always comes up, am I going to get asked back? Do I want to come back? You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
we all, as you can see, we all have a lot of other things going on as well.
Yeah.
For me, what that looks like, I have a great relationship with Bravo and NBC. I like being on television. It doesn't, it doesn't always have to be on Housewives. I'm
Yeah.
interested in doing other shows as well, and other things that I would like to bring to the screen. So what that looks like for me is having the option to come back. I would prefer not to get fired. Okay,
Yeah.
the option to come back, and then being in a place where I have all these other things going on, where I just choose to move on because I want to do
Hmm.
some other things. That's the best scenario.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, I just want to thank you for always being such like a good light for, like you said on the show, you were never drama. If anything, you were brought into drama. You weren't ever.
Always
You
in
were
some drama.
always. It's me. I get it. It's a part of the
Always.
show. But you've always been such a pleasure to watch and see just your life unfold and showing the world. You never hid anything from us. You always just, hey, this is me.
Yeah, and I think that's the key. I've always been very transparent. It is what it is. Take it or leave it. I've never, sold my soul and just, tried to be somebody crazy for reality TV.
Hmm.
I'm me. Bravo casted me for the show because I was Cynthia Bailey. They like what I've bring to the show, and I can't do anything else but be me. I don't
Yeah.
want nobody else. I don't worry about what anybody else is doing on the show. I just stay in my little love and light lane, Lake Bailey on the hill, and do my
Hmm.
thing, and that's it. That's all I can do. you
Yeah.
know, and it's worked for me. It's weird because on a drama-based show, you feel like the person that bring the most drama, be the most
Yep.
successful in the show, a bit will have been on the show the longest. But I've been on the show. I mean, me and Candy have been on it the longest as peach holders at this point.
Yeah.
And I, literally just get to be me and really share my life and my journey with you guys.
I love that about like do you wish not wish anything that ever happened, do you ever regret anything you ever shown or want maybe just
One
like
thing, only
one
one
thing?
thing, only
Okay.
one thing. The only thing that I regret showing on the show was showing my daughter go away to college.
Okay.
And I know you're like, really, why? The reason why I regret that is because that all happened in real time. And Noelle was really having some real anxiety about going.
Mm-hmm.
She's an only child. She's leaving home for the first time, all of those things. And, we didn't shoot that scene for the show. That was really her going to Howard University orientation weekend, and we show up with cameras and like 15 people from production. So we just
Yeah.
blow up her spot out the gate. And I got so caught up in thinking this is going to be so great. You know, they had never followed a child to college at that point,
Mm-hmm.
showing, you know, our, you know, kids going away to, you know, to college. I was like, this is going to be amazing. And it was an amazing idea, but it didn't work out for Noelle, because what ended up happening was, you know, we do our little stuff. We film her the whole time. We're all over the place. Everybody's flipping out like, oh my God, that's Cynthia, that's Leon. Da, 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 da.
Uh-huh.
And then we pack up and we go and we leave her at college. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So now she's getting all this unwanted attention. You know, people are befriending her because
of
she's on
mm-hmm.
TV. And that ended up
not true intentions.
not being a good thing for her, because
mm-hmm.
now she ended up having to try to figure out who really wanted to just be friends with her for her, and not because she's on a TV show, and not because, you know, literally their mom is like, oh my God, Cynthia's my favorite, be friends with Noelle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just was a lot. So that's my only regret. But now she's not there anymore. She's in LA, and she's a successful influencer, and she's also acting, and she's living her best life. So, but that was my, you know, sometimes as a parent, you get so caught up in, you know, you don't, you know, I have one child, so I don't
mm-hmm.
have all of the answers. And I thought this is going to be great, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was
and documented too.
Watch,
yeah.
But it was not great for her personally.
Yeah.
And I'm not really concerned with the show to that degree. I'm concerned with what really affects my child. And
mm-hmm.
That's it.
I love it. But Cynthia, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out. Can't wait to meet you in the future, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm sure at an
you?
event.
Are you in New
I'm
York?
in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Oh,
yep.
Man, I never get to go out there. You know, Candy's out there all the time shooting the shot.
Yeah, she's shooting the shot. Yep.
Yeah, you got to get her on your podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, on your IG or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been like doing press all day. I'm like,
right. I know you're probably exhausted. It's a long day. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, well, thank you so much. And
yeah,
this was
thank
great.
you.
It was great talking to you. You know, stay healthy and safe, and, you know,
Yes,
live your life.
well.
And, you know, come and see us at the wine cellar the next time you're back in Atlanta.
Yes, I'm definitely going to book my trip. I got to come back. I love Atlanta. I want to kind of move to Atlanta. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, really? Come on.
Yeah, I like Atlanta. Atlanta's good times, man. It was good times.
Yeah.
But,
well, come on back. I'll have a glass of wine waiting for you at the wine cellar. Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Cynthia. Have a great one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and talk soon.
Guys.
Thanks.